Hey, Motorman here, and today I'm going to give you a short video showing you how I stay sharp with all my skills. It's really easy to do. Anybody can do it, even if you have yet to master the proper techniques. So let's go. So, all right, this is what I do. Now, right now, by the way, I'm at this is an industrial park. Not a lot of traffic. It's got a cul-de-sac at the end, and I'm going to use that first to keep my skills sharp. So what I'm going to do is start turning some big circles, leaning the bike a little further, When I hear those pegs start to scrape, I know I've reached the limit of the lean angle. I'm going to do that in both directions. And just so that I don't get dizzy, I'll also throw in some figure eights. Now, figure eights are great for feeling the motorcycle transition quickly from one direction to another. And that's something you're going to need out on the road. If something gets in your way, you're going to need to be able to do that quick transition. Anybody can ride a motorcycle 50, 60 miles an hour. The bike can't fall over at those speeds. But you should know this. Most motorcycle crashes, the vast majority, occur at 20 miles per hour or below. So yes, low speed handling is important. Plus, you know, if you're duck walking your bike around and you got a $25, $30, $40, $50,000 motorcycle and you're duck walking it around telling the whole world that you have no clue how to ride this motorcycle you paid so much money for. Now, a lined parking lot is better for this, but people see me doing this stuff in a parking lot, they say, well, I'm a road rider. I don't ride in parking lots. Yeah, you ride out on the road. So while you're out on the road, try this. Let's do some push steering or counter steering exercises. I push forward on the left grip, the bike leans left and goes left. I push forward on the right grip, it leans right and goes right. It is the only way to make the motorcycle turn. You got to make it lean when you're above about 5 miles an hour. 2 or 3 miles per hour, yeah, you could turn the bike while it's straight up. It's very difficult, and you have to have really mastered the friction zone in order to do that, to turn the bike at 2 or 3 miles an hour walking pace without leaning. It can be done, but it's a rare situation where you're going to have to handle the bike at those low speeds. However, you should be able to do at the very least the slow race at 2 or 3 miles an hour. Right now I'm going, I don't know, maybe 2 miles an hour. I got no problem keeping the bike up because I'm in the friction zone. I don't even need the rear brake for this, but you know, the 3 techniques: head and eyes. Wherever you turn your head and eyes, that's where the bike will go. If you're in the friction zone, yeah, your revs are really just above idle, maybe 1500 RPMs. I'm not even touching the brake. You should be able to do this without using the brake, but if you're having a problem, drag that brake a little bit. Drag that rear brake. Don't be hitting the front brake when the handlebars are turned at low speeds, or it's going to pull you right to the ground. Now I'm going to start swerving this motorcycle, because out on the road, if a pothole suddenly appears in front of you and you've never swerved your motorcycle, never practiced that, how good you think you're going to do? And I know what you're thinking, well, wait a minute, why would a pothole suddenly appear in front of me? Well, very simple. There's an SUV or a big pickup truck or any kind of truck in front of you. Even if you're a safe distance behind it, he can go over that pothole that's right in the middle of his vehicle, and suddenly it's right in your face. Now you better be able to swerve that motorcycle. This ain't brain surgery, folks. In my Ride Like a Pro Experience video, I show you a step-by-step approach. And granted, to do all the exercises, you should be, get yourself, I don't know, a couple of dozen cones off of eBay. Can't cost you more than 20 bucks. Use the lines of the parking lot if you want to as a guide, so you don't have to measure anything. But if you're just cruising along and you say, well, I don't want to set up any cones, I just want to get in some practice, yeah, find a deserted road or a road with virtually no traffic, or an industrial park like this, and start playing around with it. Get aggressive. This is where you get aggressive when there's no vehicles around. I'm going to make a U-turn here. By the way, this road is gigantic. This is a 28-foot wide road. If you've been riding for more than, well, a week or so, you should be able to make a U-turn on a 28-foot wide road. Notice how far I turn my head and eyes. The further I turn them, the better. The tighter this turn is going to be. So that's it. Get yourself out on anytime you're taking a ride. Spend just 10 minutes practicing head and eyes, friction zone, little pressure on the rear brake. Try doing it without any rear brake, just clutch and throttle. That'll make you better at coordinating that clutch and throttle. All it takes is a little bit of practice. If you're just learning these techniques, how to use your head and eyes, well, it's a great place to do it is a big cul-de-sac like this. Get your head and eyes around. Faster and further you turn them, the better the rider you're going to be. Practice counter steering, turning circles, making big figure eights. Yeah, I heard from the guys who can't make a figure eight say, I don't need to make a figure eight. That's right, you don't need to because you can't do it. But if you could do it, that would mean you know how to use your head and eyes. You know how to transition quickly from left to right, right to left. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, click the notification bell, and get out there and practice.